For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right?
Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon that is Carl Pilkington.
All right.
Robert Nozick did this thing that if you could go into a flotation tank and you led a whole virtual life and it was the best life possible, you did exactly what you've always wanted. You became the person you wanted to be, you did the best things you could ever dream of doing, and you literally couldn't tell the difference. So it was your life, okay? And you lived your biological life out in that tank and died at 80 and had the best life any person could ever have. You could pre-program it. Would you get into that tank knowing what you know now, knowing that you will have the best life ever, with no heartache, no upset, no loved ones dying?
So what's happening when I'm sort of having a packet of Munchies?
Yeah.
Am I having them, or are they imaginary?
They're imaginary, but you can't tell the difference. It's the best packet of Munchies we've ever had. I love the fact that you went into the flotation tank, and your one proviso was, are Munchies as good?
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
I'm just taking it back to basics.
That is
Right.
basic.
You've got to pre-program your life. That's where you'd start, is it? Munchies must always taste magnificent.
Well, it's just if you can still enjoy the basic things in life, then that's when you can't go wrong.
You do. You enjoy them. It's the life you'd ever want to live, and
Yeah,
you're living it.
Bit dangerous.
Sorry,
Bit dangerous.
why? Go on. Why?
Just I don't know, because sometimes I think things don't happen for the best, right?
Right.
Sometimes you can sort of think, oh, I'll enjoy that if that happens, and then it doesn't happen, and you've had time to think about.
But
what
this
would
is
have happened.
perfect. No, this is built in, because whatever happens is for the best. So not only when you're in this flotation tank are you enjoying yourself, that things just keep getting better or staying as
you
good.
You never have a bad day.
You never have a bad day.
But how long would that last for before you go and fed up with this?
Well, why would you get fed up with it? Because you do something else. It's the perfect life.
Bear in mind, you're not aware that you're in the flotation tank. You've made that deal, but then once you're in there, you don't know. You're not aware of being in the flotation tank. You're living your life, and it's perfect. You're happy. Well, we don't know how you would be happy. You just have Munchies every day, and
well, yeah, you'd get in it then. You'd get in it if you don't know you've got in this tank. If I somehow go to bed at night, someone injects me in the head, and then they go, right, stick him in the tank now, and then I wake up, packet of Munchies there, sun's out, Suzanne goes, oh, it's a nice day, we'll go and do something nice.
Right.
I go, you're meant to be at work. She goes, no, I don't have to go in today.
Right.
I go, all right, let's go out then.
Now, what's interesting there is that within this scenario, I gave you any life, you could do anything, and you chose the exact life you've got now, except Suzanne's got a day off. Now, I both love that.
Well, I was a
and
bit
sort of-
suspicious, though, that she's just taking a day off.
No way,
willy-nilly.
it's not happening now. It's not happening, really happening. You could do anything you like. But I like the fact now you're even questioning it. You're not in the tank, and why has Suzanne got a day off, right? Now, I love that, because that suggests to me that you're a nice, happy, satisfied, whatever you want to do it, contented person who's got the perfect life. However, it's almost like you haven't fully understood the possibilities. For example, you wake up, there's the Munchies, sunny day, Suzanne's not at work. You go, why aren't you at work?
Well,
She goes to you, hold on though, why are you flying? And you go, I just can. But you hadn't even thought that maybe you could fly or swim or hold your breath.
you just could have some Munchies for breakfast.
Hang on a minute, this is day one.
Oh, okay.
When you go on holiday,
Yeah.
like I said before, you don't turn up and go, right, it's 1 o'clock, jet ski for half an hour, bungee jumping 40 minutes after that, let's have a nice roti, and, try a little cocktail.
And what do you do? What do you do when you arrive there?
Well, you get there,
Yeah.
the fella takes your case to the room,
Right.
you have that panic of, am I going to give him too much money? I don't know the currency well enough yet, I don't know how much
More
things
information
are.
than we asked for.
Yeah.
And
No.
the most mundane scenario I've ever heard.
No, but this is what happens in real life.
Okay, you're just telling us what happens when you go on holiday. What's your point?
Okay.
Because you don't want fun all in one go. You want to build to it, because that's sometimes part of it.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So-
anticipation. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, that little bit.
Yeah.
It's about things taking time, isn't it? Then looking back at the journey and going,
Yeah.
how did I get here?
Okay, well,
Right.
can I ask a question? Because, sorry, what I'm fascinated to know is, if you decided to sign up to the float tank idea, okay, you can design your perfect life.
But I'd prefer not to
Well,
know I'm doing it.
No, you
won't
don't. You
know.
won't. But I
You
want to
won't
ask
know.
this question. Imagine Ricky and I are the doctors, okay? We can put you in this tank. All we need to know from you now is what your perfect life is. We're going to program it in the computer. You're going to wake up tomorrow. You won't know this conversation's happened. You'll have the perfect life. What, if you don't mind, we're going to take notes now. What is the perfect life? You're still obviously living with Suzanne.
We've got
but
Munchies.
What else?
We've got Munchies and we've got sunshine.
But what else would you like in your magical life your ultimate life?
Yeah, I don't like this idea. Suddenly Suzanne's never at work. I just think you need a bit of the badness to have the goodness.
Right.
right.
But the difference is when I next get British Gas round, they go, "Oh, Mr. Pilkington, yes,
Oh my God!
The boiler
so
is
he's like
fixed.
to have a virtual life, so his boiler's fixed.
No,
Yeah, but so your boiler
no.
still goes wrong in your dream, but it
you
gets
don't.
fixed.
But you don't
Yes.
even need a boiler. You could be the perfect temperature
But
all
this
the
isn't
time.
Caribbean anymore. I don't like the idea of too much change. I don't want that much of a change.
But
to
you
my life.
won't realise, it won't feel like change.
Yeah, but it's that old chestnut, isn't it? It's the thing of like, what's my problem then? You've got
Right.
the problem gene in your head. You've got to fill it with a problem.
Yeah, you're not. He's not a geneticist.
Got the problem hole in your head.
No, it's
Got
not.
the problem hole in your head. Shut up, Ricky. Let him say what he needs to say. He's got a
said
problem
it.
hole in his head.
He's got a problem hole in his head. It's called his mouth.
Yes.
Right, that is your problem hole.
So, if someone comes up and they go, "I've fixed your boiler,"
Sorry, could I just ask?
No, let him speak
Let
for-
me ask one question, Steve. Is the problem hole different from the problem gene, or is that a new term for?
You put things through the problem hole and they end up in the problem gene. You feed something in the problem hole.
Is that right, Carl?
It goes through the problem tube into the problem gene.
Okay, so it's down the problem conduit. Okay, go on. Right. So it's better to have. You've got a problem hole in your head. Right.
Yeah. So you stuff in a problem into the problem hole. In it
Okay. Yeah.
goes.
Okay.
now all the little problems can't get in because of the big problem.
Right.
Right.
Is that good or bad? It's a
But
good
that's
thing to
not true,
have
is
The
it?
problem hole is a standard size on everyone.
Right.
Right. No, but that's
Shut
not,
up, Ricky. Let him explain.
Now, Ricky, I'd say his problems are not even problems.
Well, how big's his problem hole?
Same size as mine.
Same
Right,
size as
okay.
yours.
But his problems are all little ones. They're like, you've got like a load of Skittles. I've got a big cream egg.
Right, but why?
Shut up! Let him speak. He's
but-
just expanding on his idea. Why
But
do you
what is
keep
his
interrupting?
problem? What is your problem that's so big
Okay.
compared to my little
Loads
Skittles?
of problems. You get stressed out about things that I'm like, what's up with you? You get annoyed easily with stuff. People chewing loudly. Or someone breathing loudly. Or someone coughing. Whereas I'm like, that doesn't matter. Like you say, to you, the boiler is like, get it ripped out, put a new one in. It's not as easy as that.
It is.
And that's why the problem ball is growing.
He's got a gene, a ball, and a hole.
So the problem
No
ball-
wonder there's no fucking room for a brain.
Right, shut up. Let me ask. I want to clarify this. The problem ball exists in life. That gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It has to go through the problem hole, down the problem tube, into
And
the problem
bounce
gene.
into the problem gene.
Right, now then. So you've got the problem ball. Everyone's problem hole is the same size.
Everyone's.
Okay.
But some people's problems are smaller, so they can slip straight into the problem hole.
I've got a question, Stephen.
Wait.
And listen, has anyone got a pair of problem balls, or is it always just?
Can ladies have a pair of problem balls?
No, because Hitler had one problem ball, didn't he? But could anyone ever have a pair of problem balls? Is my question to you.
And some people's problem balls are much bigger than another man's or another woman's, right?
Yeah,
Right.
depending on the problem.
So you could have you could have a pair of problem balls and one problem hole.
The way I'm saying
Look, supposing I came to you and said, listen.
But a man starving in a foreign country might have huge problem balls.
He might have, but if I went to a doctor and said I've got a problem hole, and the doctor said, "Well, let me see it," and he said, "Well, let me see your problem hole," and hanging down in front of my problem hole was a huge pair of problem balls. What would he treat first? Is my question.
Well, would he look into the problem hole?
He said, he'd say, take your problem genes off. Right? I want to see your problem hole clearly.
But he would put his hand or his finger into the problem hole to try and remove the problem
He
ball,
would.
wouldn't he? Or the problem-
He could feel the problem balls, but he'd have to insert his finger in the problem hole, wouldn't he?
Right.
Okay, so Carl, go on then.
I'll just get in the tank.
What do you do towards enjoying your life?
I don't normally enjoy the thing when I'm doing it. It's after. It's like that holiday. When I was on holiday.
What do you mean you don't enjoy the thing when you're doing it? It's after. What's an example of not enjoying the thing at the moment, but you do after?
You didn't enjoy the holiday.
Say like the holiday. I've just
So
been
you enjoyed
away.
coming off holiday? What?
I want to hear it. You enjoyed the holiday. You didn't enjoy the
When
holiday.
I'm there, I had fleas biting me.
Yeah.
I had mosquitoes biting me.
Yeah.
There was a funny smell of damp in the bathroom. I was worrying, getting in the sea, thinking, is there stonefish in it? Right? Now, you've got all that going on.
Yeah.
When you get back, you forget about the damp smell. You forget about
you
the
haven't.
fleas because the bites have gone. They're not as much of a problem.
Yeah.
So then your brain starts going, well, hang on, what did I enjoy? And you go, I enjoyed the dorada fish I had that I've never eaten.
Yeah.
That's an experience. At the time, I wasn't enjoying it because I'm thinking, when I get back, I'm going to have fleas on me again.
Yeah.
Now, when I get a menu given to me in a restaurant,
Yeah.
I go, right, what am I going to do here?
Yeah.
Right, well, when I came here, I thought I'd have some lamb chops. They've got lamb chops, great. Wonder how much to give you, because I quite fancy this pudding they've got.
Right.
Now, I have the lamb chops, it comes with extra veg. I eat it, I enjoy it. The pudding I wanted, it's gone out the window, I've got no room for it now.
Yeah.
But you enjoyed the lamb chops.
You enjoyed lamb chops. You can only get packed so much. If you're enjoying all your life all the time, there's no point in regretting anything.
That's just greed.
No, but I was looking forward to the pudding.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten all the veg.
Yeah, but I was enjoying it at that point.
But then you take the pleasure that you had at that point.
No, because I wanted a pudding.
Yeah, but you...
But you didn't want to put in, or you've had to put in.
No, because I would have had it for the sake of having it. And then it's
Yeah,
ruined
but I don't know what the whinge is there. You had a lovely meal. You had some lovely lamb chops. You enjoyed the hour.
because when I read that they had like profiteroles on there, I
Yeah.
thought I fancy a couple of them.
Yeah,
And the chance has gone. I'm probably not coming back to this restaurant now.
yeah, but you
'cause
haven't missed a chance. You had the chance. You didn't want to take it because you were full up with lovely lamb.
It's
What's
not like
the
you
problem?
didn't...
I had a spicy sausage.
Right.
Now, the problem was, I was enjoying it, but I thought this is the spiciest sausage I've ever eaten.
Right.
Now, I could only enjoy that the next day night when I knew that it's
The
gone
next day
through my
night.
body, there hasn't been a problem. So I'd go, that was a nice sausage, I'd have one of them again.
Right.
That was a nice sausage. But then the next time, surely you'd be enjoying it because you wouldn't have the trauma of the next night because you'd lived through it, and now you're just enjoying
But
the
the
lovely
problem-
spiciness and the sausaginess of the spicy sausage.
Yeah, but the problem is, once you've enjoyed something, it's very difficult to replace what you got from that spicy sausage the first time.
Then why are you looking forward to having another one?
Because let me tell you,
Go on.
Auntie Nora, I've told you she prepares all the food, right? She's got them all in bags in a freezer, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Right.
Now, what she normally does, she makes a big pot of curry.
Right.
She goes, what I'll do, I'll pop that in the Monday bag and I'll pop it in the Thursday bag. It's the same curry. Now, she has it on the Monday.
Yeah.
She loves it. She thinks I got the mix just right there. The spices are good. The
Yeah.
chicken was tasty.
I'm looking forward to Thursday.
I'm looking forward to Thursday. I can't wait for Thursday.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll call her up on the Thursday evening. I'll go, how was the curry that you had on Monday that you said you were having again on Thursday that you enjoyed? Didn't enjoy it. Why is that? Dunno. Just want the same. She was expecting too much. And that's the problem. If I had that spicy sausage again, it's never going to live up to it. So forget the spicy sausage. I've had it. I've experienced it.
So you
If
never
someone
have another
says, well, it depends.
So do you have anything twice ever?
Maybe not.
But this is insane, Carl,
But
because aside from you and your Auntie Norma and presumably all the other Pilkington clan, or are all as weird as one another, why you phone her up and ask her what she's having for tea, I don't know.
Yeah, that's one thing.
What, and
That
that's
shows
not
you
only
that-
what is
that-
happening on Monday, but
yeah.
what you're going to do on Thursday as well. I'll make a note of it in the Auntie Norma food diary.
That's proof that you really aren't enjoying your life now.
Exactly.
To go, right, oh, fucking
Well,
hell.
what else do you say
But
to
then
other
he's
people?
phoning her up again late on the Friday to find out how the Thursday curry went down.
I know, exactly. Yeah.
That's two calls that week.
Unbelievable.
Well, it's just
Just
good to-
read her journal.
Now, the question is it better to enjoy something once and not again than not at all?
But you're an
What do you
idiot
mean?
because
No,
you're the
that's
only
not
person who
choice.
experiences this.
That's not the choice. That's not the choice for normal people. You can either never enjoy summer or only enjoy it once. You can enjoy things loads of times.
No, you can't.
That's what a hobby is. A hobby is enjoying things over and over again.
I haven't got a hobby ever. That's why. I've had loads of hobbies in the past. I did the dancing, I did the boxing, I did... what else have I done?
That is it. I think that's what
But that's what I'm saying now. I soon get bored. And it's like how you enjoy... I love Munchies,
Yeah.
but I always enjoy the last one more than...
But that doesn't make sense. That goes totally counter to your argument.
No, because it's from one packet.
What?
It's from one packet.
What difference does that make? The first one's surely your favourite.
So
No,
hold
it's
on.
not.
So if you were to have one munchie, I'll go as a munchie, mate. You'd
No.
go, I'm not going to take one unless I can have all of them, particularly the last one.
But what
Well,
is...
no, I'd like to have them all, please.
What? No, you can't have them all. Don't be so greedy. Have one munchie. Have the first munchie. There
But
you
I'm
go.
going to have one, and I'm going to get a taste for them, and I'll probably want another.
Well, no, they're my munchies, though, aren't they?
I'll
Do you
keep them then, forget it.
Well, look, so you'd rather have no munchies than one munchie?
I'll go and buy a packet. I'd prefer to go, do you know what? I fancy a packet of them.
But why do you enjoy the
Okay,
why
wait.
do you enjoy the last munchie more than the first? Whereas
you know
you
that's the
enjoy the
last
first
one.
curry, but not the
But
second
you know it's
curry.
the last one.
Because I'm eating them all in one sitting. I'm not going, that's for Monday, that's for Tuesday, that's for Wednesday. I'm
Right.
talking about a packet of Munchies.
Right.
I eat them. There's probably about 12 in a packet.
Okay.
I shove the first 4 in without even thinking what I'm eating.
Greedy bastard.
You shoved the first 4 in!
Without even thinking about what I'm eating.
Now, then when you're getting towards the end, you make them last more. You might bite the top off them. You look what's inside them. You go, I'm liking this.
But
You know
hold
that
on,
last
what,
one?
every time?
What, every time you buy a packet of Munchies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold on, though. You must enjoy a packet of munchies regularly, then?
Not as often as you think. They have
Well,
an
I don't
offer on
know.
them.
Well,
No
it's not
opinion.
as I think. I don't know. So tell me how often you enjoy a packet of munchies.
Normally after sort of maybe once a month.
So, every month, you look forward to a lovely packet of munchies. And the same experience.
Yeah,
You
but
like
at the
first
end, I
one.
like the last one.
The only thing you know you enjoy, look forward to enjoy, and it fulfills all those expectations is a fucking packet of munchies once a month. Fuck me. What do you think happiness is?
Again, you only know the happiness because of the badness. You've got to
Well-
have a yin and a yang.
Well, I know what you mean there. I agree with you on this because it's sort of no good to be handed it on a plate. I mean, just from my own experience, working for someone does feel better because you've got a pride and a satisfaction. I genuinely think it's better to start a business, struggle, go bust, come back, than win the lottery.
Yeah,
I genuinely believe that.
but you need the mixture, don't you? So you find out what your favourite thing is. It's like a bag of Revels.
Yeah, but you can't cherish guilt or shame.
Did you just say life is like a bag of Revels? Isn't that dangerously close to life's like a box of chocolates?
In Forrest Gump over there, yeah.
No,
Jesus,
but it is, isn't it? There's one or two in there that I don't like.
like what?
The raisin. The raisin
No.
with chocolate.
Yeah, no.
Now, what I'm saying
metaphorically,
is,
what's the
Yeah, well, I'm
actually
using-
named what Revel he doesn't like?
yeah, well, I'm telling you because it works in life.
Go on then.
But the Revel
You like
is
raisins?
there.
Go on.
Well, maybe if you have
What?
enough raisin ones,
Yeah.
you eventually go, do you know what? They're not that bad.
What?
And that's the thing in life.
What would you have written to Jim will fix it to fix for you? What would have given you pleasure as a kid? Dear Jim, can you fix it for me to do what?
When I watched Jim will Fix It as a kid, they never really lived up to what the kid wanted, did they?
But what would you have requested?
But I don't think I would because I think I saw how disappointed most of the kids were.
God, it's
A kid like
exhausting.
whistling, they brought out
This is
Roger Whittaker.
exhausting.
Yes, because they look at it and they go, can you fix it for me to go into space? No. Can I dance with Bananarama? No problem. That's the ones they pick.
Yeah,
Do
so
you know what
that's
I mean?
why I wouldn't write in because whatever you ask for, you're always going to get a watered down version.
But if Jim could fix it for you to do anything, what would you have chosen?
There's not many things I wanted as a kid.
One
though.
thing.
Jesus Christ.
Just one thing. To choose one thing, please.
That my name was Brett.
Oh, fucking hell! It's not unbelievable!
I mean, it's extraordinary.
There is no predicting that.
Okay, you know what? I can make that dream come true for you right now, Brett.
We can just call you Brett from now on.
Not a problem, Brett.
Brett Pilkington.
It sounds good.
I love the fact that it's the Carl bit he wants to replace, not the fucking
No, but
Pilkington.
that doesn't work either because, like, then
Why
I
not,
told,
Brett?
because I told
Okay.
me, I told my mum and dad that that's what I wanted. They started calling me that, but then I forgot that.
They went along with it.
Yeah,
So you said, Mum, Dad, call me Brett from now on. And they went, all right.
yeah, but then I kept forgetting that I was Brett, so I wasn't answering, so they went back to Carl.
It's amazing!
So you've had that dream come true.
Yeah, and it wasn't that good. And that's what I'm saying to you. Things never live up to what you want. Dreams, what are they? When I was on holiday recently,
Yeah.
I got talking to an old fella, because where I went, it's mainly for old people. I got chatting with him. You could tell he had a lot of money.
Yeah.
He's sort of tanned. He had that sort of rouge-coloured sort of jeans,
Oh, yeah.
which is always sort of...
Telltale sign.
It's kind of like he's got money.
Yeah.
And
The red jeans are twice as much, sir. That's okay, I've got money.
yeah, it's either that colour or yellow. But you
Yeah.
can carry it off when you're an old man, and especially with the tan, you think, yeah, he's got a few quid.
I'm a millionaire. Do you have any yellow jeans? We've got one pair, sir. But
But they are the most expensive.
Yeah,
of the
they're in
jeans.
the back room. Could I just see your bank account first? There it is. Oh, yeah, you can afford yellow jeans, all right, sir. Come this way.
So I got talking to him, and it turns out he had a cruise ship.
Right.
Loads of money. Now, I was chatting to him for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What colour was his jacket?
Said he didn't have a jacket on, just a white shirt.
He's wearing red jeans and a white shirt.
Yeah, sort of leather slip-on shoes, that I can remember.
And how old is he?
It's hard to tell because he was well tanned.
Right.
Was he an attractive man?
He's a good-looking fella.
So he's rich. So you saw this rich, good-looking bloke with just a shirt on.
Oh, he had a shirt and his pink
Yeah.
pants.
His pink pants, and he just went over and you struck up a conversation.
I don't know. Why did you notice what colour the crotch area was?
What?
Why did you notice what
You were
colour
looking very much at the arse
I
and the
can see
crotch
why
area.
you could see if you're looking at his face, you could see a white shirt.
I'll
But
tell
why
you
could you
why.
see
I'll tell you
what
why.
colour
This is what I'm telling
the
you.
fabric around his
This is what
testicles
I'm
were?
saying.
You saw a good-looking old man sat at the bar. You went out and bought him a drink.
Yeah, you
I
saw,
was
you
waiting
noticed
for the
it-
barbecue to open.
Right, okay, and
I
you
got
noticed
there
a man's.
early.
So you noticed
So
a
it was
man's
9 in the morning.
trousers.
No.
Yeah, no.
I was annoyed. I
Right.
don't like late nights on holiday.
Right,
With
okay.
jet lag. Suzanne said, let's go down there early tonight.
Right.
I get there, I find out the barbecue's not for another 40-odd minutes.
What time was
the
it?
holiday rep. Well, I don't know. It starts at 8.
You're
so I have to
noticing
wait for
people.
40
You're
minutes.
noticing old men's genital coverings, but you don't know what fucking time it is.
Yeah, but what
get
I'm
your story
saying, What I'm
straight.
saying to you is the
Right.
reason I noticed his pants is because what he was talking about,
Right.
there was no reference points. I didn't have a clue what he was going on about.
Right. What was he talking about for your eyes to wander down to his penis, is what I'm trying to say. What made you look at his penis?
Because I got bored. I didn't know. What I'm trying to say to you is reference points. I had no idea
what
what
was
he
he
was going on
talking
about. When
about?
you're talking to a stranger, aren't you meant to keep it
Above the waist,
keep it
looking at his bollocks,
to
erect. I made Carl laugh.